Woo! What's going on, guys? Orms Forum coming at you guys doing a video. And today's video, we're still talking training camp, Detroit Football Lions. We're on day 10, which was yesterday. It's day 11 today, but I don't know if they even had a practice today. Usually I see some things on X, aka Twitter, and I didn't really see anything today. If there was a practice today, I will have those observations for you guys tomorrow. And if it wasn't for guys like Eric Schlitt, John Macaron, Tim Twentyman, Mike O'Hara, Jeremy Reisman, Jeff Risdon, all the above, all those guys putting out the Detroit Lions info, I couldn't put it out to you guys. And so kudos to those guys. Shout out to those Lions beat writers for getting that job done. But yeah, day 10 was yesterday, so this is supposed to be a yesterday video, but my schedule sometimes leads me to be doing stuff day too late. But the Lions held their first inter-squad scrimmage, if you will, and a few players rose to the occasion. They're preparing for game-like activities. They're 1 week away from preseason games, so I think we play the Giants. So my Giants, versus my Lions, man. I bleed Honolulu blue and silver. Don't get it wrong, but I am a Giants fan as well, if you don't already know. I'm going to try to get to at least one of those scrimmages, one of those practices too. Got to figure it out. So, but in attendance, injuries, cornerback Emmanuel Mosley still on that PUP list. Quarterback Hendon Hooker on the NFI, non-football injury, seen running sprints right now, man. So that knee's coming along. DB Ifiedo Malafanu has a knee injury. He was out. Frank Ragnow, second day in a row not there. Don't know what's going on. Don't know if it's a personal issue, family issue. His wife is expecting their first child, so hopefully everything's okay over there. And wide receiver Trinity Benson. Apparently he escaped a serious injury, but he did have an injury. He was carted off the field. Dan Campbell confirming that it's not as serious as they thought it was at first. So that's a good sign. Hopefully get him back. He's suffered some injuries. Cornerback Jaron Williams was carted off the field during practice too as well. And then wide receiver Denzel Mims does have a hand and a finger issue going on, but he still produced out there, but he did miss some time. And then Big V, Halaputi Vaitai, I've said his name wrong, always do, our right guard. He was limited in practice, so they're trying to take his health, and they're trying to, they're limiting him right now, so they're just watching the big fella. The defense was strong, and the offense kind of surged late in these scrimmages, if you will. They did 14 sessions, matching up the O versus the D, matching up the best versus their best, kind of mixing it in and out, and ones versus twos as well too. So third teams matching up at the end too versus each other. So the first four matchups were pretty much defensive domination. 2 interceptions, there was a turnover on downs and a touchdown for the defense. Then held the offense to 3 consecutive field goals. The offense scored 5 touchdowns on the final 7 matchups, though, and a field goal and a turnover on down. So, defense early, offense scored late. So kind of a mix and match there. This is exactly what you want to see. We didn't hear a lot about this, man, with this defense last year. Winning a lot of one-on-ones, winning a lot of matchups versus matchups, winning team drills, individual drills. It was a very offensive domination in 2022 when it came to training camp last year versus this defense. So this defense is stepping up, and one of those guys is Aiden Hutchinson, the number 2 overall pick, who's having a killer camp. So coaches want to see specific situations though, but in a scrimmage scenario. But Hutch, the first series he had a sack. Josh Reynolds trying to block him. Goff trying to roll out, giving the assignment to Josh Reynolds, trying to block Hutchinson. Hutchinson just kind of discards him, gets the sack, and then Hutch goes after Goff again in the backfield, gets into the backfield. He's relentless. And then Dan Campbell kind of blew the whistle, apparently, maybe a little prematurely, but it just goes to show you what Hutch is doing. He's just getting into the backfield and causing all kinds of problems. So, and then Hutch also had a 3rd sack on the second team too. So he's just getting to the quarterback. He's causing problems. He's doing everything you want in a 2nd overall pick. And it looks like he's going to have a monster year, barring any injury. It's knock on wood there. So, and then obviously McNeil, Romeo Aquara, Brian Branch, and Jalen Reeve Mabins all registering sacks. 2 as well. 2 coverage sacks too. Romeo had a nice tackle for loss. Martin had a tackle for loss again, and Kirby Joseph had a TFL as well. So defense stepping up. Pascal was in there. Charles Harris was in there. They're all making plays. I think Harris had a sack too, but it wasn't. Yeah, Charles Harris did have a sack. And Pascal, he was chasing down Gibbs on a really good angle, making sure that the speedy running back got out of bounds. So heavy pursuit by the second round pick, and smart. Just get him on an angle. He's probably not going to tackle him. Get him out on an angle. It's all about angles in football. And he got him out of bounds, and which is what you rather get the guy on a 15-yard gain than a 30, 40-yard gain and a touchdown. So, it was good pursuit by Pascal, showing how smart of a defensive lineman he is, getting the guy out of bounds. So then the secondary, they're improving. Branch, he split times with the 1s and the 2s, like I said before in all these videos. He's going to be next to impossible to get off the field. He did draw JMO on the second team. Williams blew by him. Sudfeld with a throw. It was a little bit underthrown, kind of thrown at the hip of JMO, but Branch did get the pass breakup. But he was relentless in his pursuit. And if it was a good throw, though, it probably would have been 6 or a big gain. So, but Brian Branch, that's a tough matchup, especially with that speed of JMO for any corner, any DB, any safety, anybody. So Cam Sutton, Alex Anzalone, they had some PBUs as well too on a 4th down too, especially for Anzalone and Sutton. Linebacker Trevor Nowoski had a PBU. Romeo Aqua had a pass breakup. Derek Barnes had a pass breakup. There's some video on Twitter. It looked like it was tipped. The ball was kind of thrown to Sam Laporta, the rookie tight end, and Barnes got his hand. It looked like he just got his fingers in there, tipped it, and then safety Savion Smith got his hands on that ball and intercepted Jared Goff, who Goff doesn't throw a lot of picks during training camp. So that's good news for Barnes and Savion Smith. Then Brady Breeze, he also had an interception on the second team, versus quarterback Adrian Martinez. So Adrian Martinez was getting some second team looks as well too. St. Brown, just doing what St. Brown does. He's Goff's guy. That's never going to change. Using the whole field with St. Brown, he's looking towards him a lot, short, intermediate, and even throwing the deep ball to him. Something that St. Brown wants this year. He wants just to not be this one-dimensional, short, intermediate passes. He wants to catch some deep balls. He wants to be a playmaker. He's already a playmaker, but he wants to even just, add to the resume. And you love that. So, and then there was if you go to Twitter again, well, can't call it Twitter, we call it X now, I guess. I think it's called X. That's what it is on my phone, just a black and white X. So if you go there, there's a touchdown pass from Goff to St. Brown where Chase Lucas, our 7th round rookie from last year, Arizona State, Sun Devil, he's all over St. Brown. It's great coverage. It's absolutely great coverage, and Goff throws his ball low to only where St. Brown can get it. St. Brown comes over and he twists his body and catches this ball like kind of contorted. Touchdown. Lucas can't believe it, puts his hands in the air, hands on the helmet. He can't even believe that he caught the football. I couldn't either. And St. Brown just punched the ball in the air. It was a really good defensive play, to be honest with you. Lucas was all over him. Goff threw the ball only where St. Brown could get it, and St. Brown snatched it right before it hit the ground. Just a beautiful throw and a beautiful catch. And Lucas almost knocked it away too. He almost got to the ball. So it was just a really good coverage and even better throw and catch, even better catching, honestly. So you really like that. It's just an amazing. He's an amazing football player, St. Brown. Can't believe we got this guy in the 4th round. I wish we had 53 guys like him. It's just amazing. And then Montgomery had a touchdown in a situational drill. They kind of fooled the defense. They had him on the 6-yard line, 8 seconds to go, 1 timeout. They figured maybe let's try to run the ball. If they stop him, they can call a timeout and run another play. Really good play call by Ben Johnson, kind of tricking the defense. He tricked the defense, and that's good. That's iron sharpening iron right there. keeping the defense on their toes. So it surprised them. It was a really good block by Graham Glasgow on Aiden Hutchinson, walling him to where Montgomery could slip right through. Easy touchdown. So kind of fooled everybody. Offense, 6 points, Lions on the board. So, Wright had a touchdown too. Brock Wright, the tight end with the second team. Kabinda had a touchdown in a red zone drill. Wide receiver Dylan Drummond, the UDFA, making noise, guys. Another touchdown. He beat Cam Sutton on this play. Drummond's out there doing things. So, is he a practice squad guy? Could he win that wide receiver 5? He's in contention. So he's doing good things, and Campbell's loving what he's doing out there. They love his size. They love how he plays. He's a home product guy. They got a good look at him because he's from there. And it's just goes to show you that the scouting on Brad Holmes' team is just incredible. That scouting team is incredible. No one's saying Dylan Drummond's going to be the next Antonio Brown. I'm not saying anything like that, but he is, he's making noise. And he's fighting for that wide receiver 5, and it looks like he has a really good shot. At worst, he's a practice squad guy right now. So you really love that. They got rid of Tom Kennedy, the injury settlement, so that does happen. I guess the play of the day, second team O versus the first team defense. Sudfeld looking for JMO. JMO getting a lot of looks. Missed on a 20-yarder and then completes a screen to him. Also, Sudfeld found Justin Jackson. This is the play of the day. Sudfeld did find Justin Jackson on a wheel route going out to the sidelines with Jack Campbell kind of in late coverage. You see Jack Campbell. If you go to X again, Twitter, where we're going to call this, Jack Campbell's coming in kind of late on the coverage. Jack Campbell tried to jump and hit Justin Jackson's feet from under him. He blew right by Jack Campbell. And then he's going down the sidelines, and the only guy he had to beat was C.J. Garner-Johnson. And he completely fakes out C.J. Garner-Johnson. He kind of steps into his left. Gardner bites. Garner-Johnson bites, and then he just kind of just walks into the end zone. Really great play by Justin Jackson. I think right now it's not cemented or penned, but I think he's going to win that RB3 role. And then there's going to be an even bigger fight for that. There's still a fight there with guys like Jamar Jefferson, Craig Reynolds, Muhammad Ibrahim's kind of getting pushed out a little bit. Could he be a practice squad guy? He's going to have to really show up, I think, in preseason, Muhammad Ibrahim. But I think Justin Jackson is almost a lock for that RB3. He's got a little bit of he was on the team last year, but so was Craig Reynolds and Jamar Jefferson. Just that Jackson he's just a good football player. And then the kicker battle does continue. Lots of kicks today. I think there's a total of 25 to 27 kicks. Patterson hit from 28, 33, 36, 37, 38, 41, 49, 49, 53, and he hit 4 extra points. He did miss from a 45-yarder, so 14 kicks in total there. And then Romo hit from 24, 25, 30, 33, 37, 41, 45, 47, 49, and he nailed 3 extra points as well, but did miss from a 53-yarder. So this is a legitimate camp battle going on right now. 27 kicks in order. Patterson did have the extra kick, but it says nothing right now. No one has really taken this lead. This is going to go into the preseason, and I think right at the end. I just have a feeling, unless one of these guys really shows out in preseason, or someone starts missing kicks, like on a continuous rate. But right now, these guys are pretty much neck and neck. They're just it's a good battle. So remember, Romo has the stronger leg, but less accurate. Patterson with a little more accurate, but weaker leg. So take that with a grain of salt. Take that with what you will, and figure that out. This regime, this coaching staff, Dave Phipp, they have some thinking to do on who they want to be our primary kicker. So a couple more observations, and then we're going to finish it up. Rodrigo, there's a Rodrigo sighting. He had a really nice physical tackle in situational drills. Big hit. Don't know who it was on, but it just said that he had a really nice big hit. So don't forget about Rodrigo. He's still trying to make a name out there. He doesn't want to go away. So I think right now, though, he's the fourth middle linebacker coming in. So, but he's going to continue. He's going to produce on special teams, I think, right off the bat. Alex Anzalone, he did have an INT over Goff. Should have had two of them. I think he dropped one. Marvin Jones, he was trying to cover. So there was a little bit of debate on whether the ball hit the ground or not, but they gave the INT to Alex Anzalone. And then McNeil has ups. The big man not only lost 20 something pounds, knocked down some of that body fat on his body, but he got up and knocked down a pass on the line of scrimmage. So, and he's out there making plays. McNeil is out there making plays. He's getting sacks, TFLs, and now he's adding some knockdowns to the resume there. So love that. And then last but not least, there were some punt return duties, and it was Khalif Raymond's the number one guy. Nothing really changed there. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Maurice Alexander, Jameer Gibbs, and J-Mo getting reps in there too. Remember, J-Mo was a hell of a kick returner in college. He had a couple touchdowns. He can fly. Do they want to do that with a first round pick? You know, risk injury again. You know, kickoffs are different now in the NFL, anyways. Not a lot of opportunities. Plus, besides, you can kick the ball within the 20 now, and you can just down it. So it's just really weird how they do kickoffs now and punts. Everything is trying to protect the players, and I understand it. But you know, they got a couple guys here who can fly, especially Alexander and Raymond, Gibbs, and J-Mo. You know, Amon-Ra St. Brown just putting in work, man. It just seems like that guy just fits his nose in everything. He just wants to get some work in, and you got to love his work ethic. So that's really it, guys. You know, a 16 and change video, make it to 17 by the time it's done. But, you know, thanks a lot for coming in and listening to the day 10 observations for our Detroit Lions. Appreciate it, guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button at the bottom right. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Get all my videos. Don't forget to like, comment, share this out. What are you guys thinking? Day 10 in the books. Don't know if there was a day 11 today. If there was, I will give it to you either tonight or tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow, because I am gassed after work and going to the gym. So thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. One pride, go Lions. Boom. Let's go, baby.